Amatullah's question is in her investing her wealth and money in a financial establishment. Now, I do not know what this establishment is, but I heard that in India, and they had branches in Emirates, and I think it's a lady that owned it, that there was a big scheme of collecting money from people in buying gold and giving them revenue. And so many people were circulating this. It's not Rayyan, I forgot the name. I'm getting old. And a lot of people used to ask me 5, 6 years ago, and I would tell them, Akhi, don't give your money just because someone tells you I deal in an Islamic way. I could have been rich if I used this methodology, but don't be so naive and greedy at the same time, because as I stated before, we lose our wealth due to our greed. So people used to give this institution a lot of money and they get returns. Now I asked them, did you see any shops? Do you see any financial statement? Do you know where they're investing their money? They said, no, but they are Muslims and they're trustworthy. How do you know they're trustworthy? These kind of schemes, the pyramid schemes and the networking schemes, Ponzi schemes, where they tend to collect a lot of money from the masses. So they have a big base for the pyramid. And they give from this money, a little bit to those who participated in the beginning until they reach the top of the pyramid. So those on top, they get the most of the little they had invested, and those who are below them, and so on and so on. But the masses who feed this, they don't get except peanuts from the beginning, and there's no investment actually. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a pyramid networking scheme that is collecting money and returning it to those who invested in it without having anything to do, and after a while they disappear and leave. So my advice to you, Sister Amatullah, is take your money as soon as possible before you lose everything. And if you don't know where they're building, if you don't see that they have built so much schools, clinics, pharmacies, and you can see that your money that you had spent is legitimately working. Because if I'm a person who is honest and I invest people's money who believe in me, I have no problem in showing them, listen, this is my financial statement. You gave me $1 million. I took 50,000 as my salary. I invested 950,000 in so and so. These are my travel expenses. And this is the school that I built. This is a hospital. This is the payroll of the pharmacies and etc. Everything you can see. But when someone says, I have a lot of investments. Where? All over the world. In what? In everything. And he doesn't show you anything that is tangible, concrete. You can look into and discover whether he's truthful or saying lies. I advise you to leave as soon as possible.